Another look at this Charity Johnson's episode in this 34-year-old sort of matriculating into high school and being arrested and put in jail. I think that basically she should not have gone to jail. I think the officials, the people in the school district and the people in the school should have been the ones going to jail. I mean, she's 34, it's fact. Couldn't they have seen that this was an older person? I know that they are obese students, etc. But in spite of the obesity, you could still see that this person, look, when you look, sometimes you see some women with a young face, all right? When you look at the hands, you could see the hands did a lot of washing, a lot of stuff. The foot also, you could see it walked all over the world. Um, other parts. I mean, she seemed to have hair in her face. Would a 50-year-old have hair in her face? Hair and face with women generally tend to be when perhaps when they see the menopause or around that time. So I'm not sure how they could have made this mistake there. Uh, what about her parents? Of course, she gave a story to somebody who she was trying to apparently get some lodging that her parents are both dead and some sad story. But I mean, I just can't understand how they can't figure this out. Another thing, she's doing exceptionally well. Well, I guess the other students aren't doing as great as her. This is also another clue. Mature people might tend to, perform better in school and so on. So, I think that the individuals that took her onto the school also should have some problems. What are the decisions they've made that are just incompetent? Um, as I say, you watch this person's walking, the conversation the person's having, ask them some questions and see what is important to them, etc. I don't know if she has children or anything like that, but there's so many signs that would have clued them off that she was not an obese teenager. The cells or flesh would look, aged. So to come back on jailers, I think, is an overkill. They made a mistake. She applied, yes. Maybe she genuinely needs a high school diploma, or whether she has one and she just wants to be in school and whatever. And there's no indication that she was trying to, entice the young boys or the teacher or anything like that. There don't seem to be any information about that. So it's straight up, apparently, it's either she doesn't have a school diploma, she wants one. And maybe this is a good reason to allow older folks to come back into school. She was studious, her grades were good, and well behaved perhaps, and so on. This would help the education and the teaching. They could be as helpers. Hey, kids, we have to take it easy. This is all right, because she's the grown one, and she should be the one that exercising this kind of things that young folks that probably have relationships and think that they're adults, the way they behave, she should be the one who should behave in that way, but would say, this is not the type of behavior that we ought to demonstrate in school, etc. So again, in conclusion, I think that she basically did lie, and I don't think it rose to the level of necessarily a serious crime like that to be thrown in jail, especially since there's no other, any other crime as opposed to, just applying and putting false information on to government or whatever. She didn't assault anybody, she didn't abuse nobody, she didn't harass none of the students. So the people who should go to jail are those same people that accepted her work and give her her school number and uniform and assign her to a grade. These are the people who should go to jail. Then they do a backup. Where's your education? You want to go in the 11th grade? What about the other grades? Where are your information? Which school did you attend? This thing is so silly. It's amazing.